Hi, I'm Subha, and in this video we'll talk about how you can get rid of the waste sitting inside your body. In other words, give your internal body a bath. Once that happens, you'll automatically lose weight, have clearer skin, greater energy, and much more mental clarity. Before we move ahead, let's discuss what happens to your food after it leaves your hand and enters your body. You may already know that first it goes into your stomach where it's broken down, and then to your intestines, and then it's finally excreted in the form of waste. But do you think that every food takes the same amount of time to finish this cycle? Of course not. Fruits take about 3 hours to digest and eliminate. 1 hour in your stomach, 1 in small intestine, and 1 in large intestine. Vegetables take a little longer, about 6 hours. What about grains, which basically includes wheat, rice, lentils, beans? Any idea? They take 18 hours to digest and eliminate. Now, of course, these figures are just estimates to give you an idea, but basically, less the water in a substance, harder it is for our body to digest it. Now, grains take 18 hours to pass through your system, and most of us are eating them 3 or maybe 4 times a day, meaning even before the last meal was digested, we throw in more food to digest, and quite naturally, the last meal is left undigested. It does not exit our body through stool. It rots and ferments and decays inside. It grows molds, viruses, fungus inside the intestines. Have you heard those creepy stories of tapeworms being found in people's intestines? Of course, those people didn't eat tapeworms, so how did they get there? Through the rotting, undigested food sitting inside the colon. You might have heard the saying, you are what you eat. True, but more importantly, you are what you ate. That burger you ate a year ago might still be sitting inside you. Stuff like bread, cheese, all these namkeen, snacks, biscuits, tea, coffee, fast food, sugar, and mostly everything that does not directly come from Mother Nature is extremely difficult to digest and eliminate. It sticks to the walls of our intestines and forms a thick coating. This is how our intestines look. They have millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi. When we eat these unnatural dead foods, they stick inside our intestines in the form of waste. Over the years, this waste forms a thick coating on the walls of our intestines. The villi absorb whatever that is stuck to it and transport it to the bloodstream. And from there, it's delivered to each and every cell of the body. Now imagine, if there's rotting dead waste sticking to our intestines, then automatically that's what the villi absorb and transport to every cell. Naturally, this waste surrounds our organs, blocks their functioning, and we call it disease. If it sticks to the layers in our skin, we call it acne, eczema, psoriasis. If it forms a stone in the kidney or the gallbladder, we call it a stone. What about excess weight? If you want to lose the waste, you gotta lose the waste. If it accumulates in the ovaries, we call it a cyst, and here comes problems like PCOD, menstrual disorders. If it sticks to our intestines, constipation, and constipation is the mother of all diseases. If this waste gets stuck in the airways, making it difficult to breathe, we call it asthma. If it forms plaque inside our artery walls, we call it cholesterol. Today, this waste might have manifested as a small problem, but if we don't clean it up, tomorrow the same waste will take a much more destructive state, like a tumor or a cancer cell. So by taking out this waste, these toxins, disease is automatically cured, because no disease can survive in a body that's clean internally. Now, if you're not healthy, if you're overweight or constantly popping pills or having to go to the doctor every 3rd day, then we're truly not experiencing life to the fullest. This human body is Mother Nature's precious gift to us. Soon we will return it back to her. In the time we have, it's our duty to keep it clean, bustling with energy and health, the way that she's designed it to be. If you put in diesel in a car that was meant for petrol, it won't work. To make it work again, you first need to take out the diesel and then put in the petrol. Same with us. Our body was meant for this, but we accidentally fed it with this. No wonder it's not properly working. So step 1 is to take out the bad stuff, the waste, and step 2 is to take in the good stuff, the right food. Number 1 thing you need to start doing is intermittent fasting. See, the healing power that will remove the toxins, cure disease, and make you lose weight is sitting inside each of our bodies, not in a pill or a vaccine or a drug. The doctor that cures you is inside your body, and by intermittent fasting, you let this healing power do its work. And there's proof for this. When you break a bone, a plaster is placed on your arm to keep it in place, to give it rest. In a few days, the bone will automatically join itself. If it can join a broken bone, can it not break stones, lumps, cysts in your body? Can it not remove these toxins? Can it not cure diabetes, blood pressure, obesity, or arthritis? Of course it can, because the healing power doesn't know what your disease is called. These terms are given by doctors. Once the healing power starts fixing, it fixes everything, no matter where it's located, no matter how long it's been there. But there's a little problem. We never let our healing power do its work. We constantly keep interrupting it. We keep diverting it. We keep disturbing it. You know how? By always eating. As soon as we eat something, this healing power leaves whatever it was doing before and starts digesting and eliminating our food. So the healing stops and the process of digestion begins. Unfortunately, we're constantly eating. So the stomach is constantly working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, never getting a break. It's no surprise that it will not heal, and it's no surprise that people are more sick today than they've ever been before. They're always eating. If you want this healing power to do its work, you must from time to time give digestion a break. We suggest that you give a 16-hour break to your stomach every night. For example, if you eat dinner at 8 p.m., eat nothing till 12 noon the next day. Fasting from time to time is more natural than constantly eating 4 times a day. What hours you want to fast, that's totally up to you. Some people find it difficult not to eat food until 12 p.m. but find it easy to eat their last meal of the day at 6 p.m. In this case, you could fast every day from 6 p.m. till 10 a.m. the next morning, whatever fits your schedule. Your dinner, if healthy, would probably get digested in 6 hours. So from 8 p.m. till 2 a.m., your digestion hours are going on. As soon as the healing power is done digesting your food, what does it start doing? It starts healing. So the next 10 hours will be your healing hours. This is when it rebuilds tissue, fades away old scars, replaces old, damaged or dead cells in your skin. It dissolves stones in your kidney and gallbladder, removes extra fat from your cells, breaks cysts, fibroids, and regularizes your hormones, cleans your intestines, removes the mucus blocking your airways, and clears the plaque in your arteries. Your healing power goes into the depths of every organ and pulls out the toxins lying there and pushes them out of your body through stool, urine, sweat, and breath. Now, it's also very important that your dinner is a light meal. We suggest having a salad or a soup. Number 2 is wet pack. Sometimes the waste or the toxins become stagnant in our blood. They get all hard and clogged up. One of the best ways to make them circulate is through a cold wet pack. Take a white cotton cloth about 1 meter by 2.5 meters, similar to a bed sheet. Fold it into a long strip about 10 inches wide. Dip it in cold water, as cold as you can easily bear, and squeeze it out. Wrap it around your stomach and tuck it in so that it doesn't fall off. Your navel should lie between the strip of cloth. Take another cotton strip, much smaller this time, dip it in cold water and wrap around your forehead. Take another small cotton strip, wet it in water and wrap around your neck. If you want, wear your clothes over it and continue with any work. You don't need to sit in one place. Keep it on for about 40 minutes. You can apply it anytime, even before or after a meal. Just don't eat or drink while it is on. The wet pack is amazingly effective in digesting your food. No matter what illness you have, always apply the wet pack on all 3 parts: the stomach, the neck, and the head, because they're all connected. That's where the wet pack is applied. the body becomes cold while the rest of your body remains warm. When two temperatures are maintained in your body at the same time, stagnant blood starts circulating and automatically the toxins are also circulated and ultimately removed when you take an enema. Which brings us to point number 3. If you think you're not clogged up on the inside because you go to the bathroom every day, does not mean you're not clogged up. Let's say you're 30 years old. Have you ever seen the plumbing pipes of a 30-year-old house? Sure, water and sewage is running through them, but after 30 years, there's so much waste accumulated in the pipe that it's difficult for anything to get through. And every day, more and more of this waste is getting stuck inside you. When you eat unnatural food, it sticks to your intestines like nothing else. You need something that outright dissolves this hard, crusty stuff. Just like the black, hard, crusty stuff that sticks to the bottom of your pans and pots. How do you get rid of it? You soak it in water. Water is a universal solvent and dissolves almost anything given enough time. So how do you get water in your intestines? Through an enema. If you have a headache, sinus congestion or any other sickness, nothing will help get rid of it faster than this and fasting. So I hope that by now you know exactly what you need to do to clean your body internally. Knowing how to detox is even more important than knowing what to eat. If you want to be truly healthy, you need to look for 4 qualities in your food. Your food should be 4 things. Number 1, it should be living. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, seeds, sprouts. They're all living foods, and when they enter your body, they bring you life. They extend your age, cure your disease, flush out the toxins sitting inside your body. If something is cooked on fire, you have to eat it within 3 hours, maximum 5 hours. Can you even imagine how long back these foods were cooked? Forget 3 hours or 3 days. Most of them were cooked maybe even 3 years in advance and have been stored in packets, bottles, cans and boxes after being lathered with synthetic chemicals so that they don't appear to be stale or smell bad. These chemicals might increase the shelf life of these products, but they decrease the shelf life of our own bodies. Actually, if you think about it, these are not food. The products made by a company who wants to make a profit like any other business. They're dead. They have no life energy left inside them. So rule number 1 is to eat living food. Nothing bottled, tinned, packaged, frozen or processed. Nothing man-made in a factory. Eat living foods straight from nature. Fruits, vegetables, sprouts, coconut, juices, grains, nuts and seeds. Instead of munching on biscuits, munch on coconut slices. Instead of popping soda cans, pop coconut waters. Instead of having namkeens, have platters full of fresh fruits or salads. Second, eat food that is wholesome. See, Mother Nature knows best. She does not make mistakes. There's a reason why she hung dates on trees and not sugar. There's a reason why she gives us olives but not olive oil, potatoes but not potato chips. All foods that come directly from plants or trees or from the earth are wholesome. So for example, eat brown rice instead of white rice. Brown rice is wholesome. It's the real deal. When we remove the bran from it, it becomes white rice. The digestive mechanism of the rice lies in this outer bran that we so conveniently just decide to throw out. Eat dates or jaggery instead of sugar. Dates are wholesome. Sugar is fragmented. Eat whole coconut instead of coconut oil. Eat the whole olive instead of olive oil. When eating wheat, eat only whole wheat along with the outer layer, or what we call choker in Hindi. Do not sieve it before making your chapatis. Third, eat food that comes from plants. No meat, fish or eggs. Nature has not designed our body to consume these animals. What should I do? I will create a separate video on this topic in the future. Your next question may be, what about milk and dairy? And if you get the purest form of cow milk straight from your farm, straight from your own cow, even then you cannot digest it if you're suffering from a disease or if you want to lose weight. Good news is that there's a substitute which can give you all the same nutrients, protein and calcium. Difference is that your body can actually digest and absorb it. Do you know what it is? It's coconut milk. Coconut is one of the best foods on earth. Fourth, your food should be water rich. See, there's two kinds of foods, water rich and water poor. Water rich foods include fruits such as watermelon, papaya, grapes, oranges, juicy vegetables like tomatoes, cucumber, leafy greens, bottle gourd. Water poor foods include grains, rice, wheat, chapati, dal, nuts, seeds, and starchy vegetables like potatoes. See, if you put it in a juicer and a lot of juice comes out of it, then you know that it's water rich. Have you ever put a chapati or rice in the juicer? No, because you know that there's no juice in it. It's a water poor food. Now, 70% of your body is water and 30% is, solid, bones, muscles and mass. So naturally, 70% of your diet should be composed of water-rich food, juices, fruits, vegetables, and 30% of your diet should consist of water-poor food, grains, cereals, nuts and seeds. Funnily enough, most of us eat in the exact opposite ratio. We eat grains thrice a day and as a result we're drying up. The human body is a precious gift that God has given to us. And day by day, week by week, year by year, time is passing. Every morning we wake up, look at ourselves in the mirror and we wish we didn't have all that excess weight. We wish we didn't have to start our mornings popping pills or with medicine. I don't want that all your life you just keep wishing. I want you to experience what it feels like to have an optimally functioning human body, to have no disease or disease seed inside you. I want to empower you to be your own doctor. All I'm here for is to connect you back with nature. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.